Alright, hello. Welcome everyone to another stream. Today we'll be playing a new game. Um, break ends. Yeah, it breaks. Yeah, today we'll be playing a game called Girls Made Pudding. It's a game by the Kamizubaki Studio. Is made by. Let me try to get this right. Is made by Kazuhide Oka, which is one of the developers over there. It's an adventure game that is about I guess two girls touring series of towns that the people disappeared from. So it's I guess like somewhat like a post-apocalyptic. Wait, I just realized something. My bad. That's from the end of work. The end of world. I'm not sure if it is the end of the world in the game, but it says here like searching up the game on Google. It says when there's nobody there to see you, you disappear. In Girls Me Pudding, two girls to a series of town that the people have disappeared from. So that's pretty much all that we have. So yeah, um, let's just dive into it and see how it is. Later on, if I do need to change the title, I will. Okay, give me a sec. Game capture. Give me a sec. Just need this. Yep, there we go. I'll just I'll just leave it like this. First, hello, welcome to Lily. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, you're just in time. We're about to start the game. Not quite sure how the game is. I assume is quite a chill game, but we'll see. Happy to be here. So yeah, the game is called Girls Meat Pudding. It's about two girls exploring towns where people disappear from. So I guess like in sense is like somewhat apocalyptic. The character are cute. I know. This is like made from one of my favorite studio, as in not really game studio but entertainment studio. Well, yeah, let's just. Sure, I think I need to resize the. Feels like it uses all of the screen, so give me a moment. There we go. This kind of layout just reminds me back in the days when I first started streaming. Okay, there. There we go. Hmm. Wait. There we go. Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah, I feel old. Okay, let me just readjust. Sorry, I didn't really had time to actually adjust all of these. Came back home late from work today, but I'll talk about that later. You're just a month older than me. Move, camera control, change speed, accelerate. Right stick. Okay, so control the camera. left, right. Oh, there we go. Pale covered, pale. Okay. The girl sitting in front of me, working the bike handlebar, must have found it just as boring as I did. So much space under the huge sky, and the two of us were so close together. And up there in the sky, I found two black birds. Okay. Give me a sec. Let's just skip it like. There we go. I'll keep it like that. A few sun rays managed to dodge both clouds and bird falling on the dark forest below. Oh, they got okay. Unlike all the places that had recently fallen silent, the forest must have always been like that. I'd never seen the place before, but it reminded me of my hometown in the country. By that point, I didn't even pay attention to where I was anymore. It comes way far forward that. Open the inventory to cook. Topic. You can see the topic you have unlocked on the right side of the screen. Fulfill the unlock condition to progress the story. Anything interesting here? Satiety, energy, and sanity. At the top left of the screen, you see your satiety, feeling of sated, satiety, satisfaction, satiety. Oh, insanity. I don't think it's insanity. Satiety is like satisfaction, something like that. You can keep them filled by cooking. Keep an eye on these parameters and cook as needed to progress through the story. Let me see. Look for ingredients. Let's use our sanity. Wait. Do I need to press E? Oh well. Well, I guess we lost that one. We lost our insanity on that. Okay, let's see. Oh, we can actually change the speed. Okay, where was it? Open inventory to check to cook. Choose two. This and this. F. Let's see what I can cook up. This is delicious. All hail Caesar dressing. Caesar salad ready to go. Oh. It's kind of funny that they actually just cook in the middle of the road. Huh? Nikomi. I took her on the sleeve and she turned towards me. Sumibi, there in the sky, see? Oh, you're right. What kind of bird do you think that is? Blackbirds. I'm not an expert or anything, but I guess a crow. I figured that she was probably right. I wonder if they're a couple. Huh. I only saw one bird. Oh, nice, I got rice. I took another look at the sky and sure enough, there was only one bird. The specific gratification of a particular desire or appetite, according to Uncle Google. Thanks, Shadow. Okay, that's interesting. So gratifications, the state of being stated. Let's try again. Ooh. Oh, we have to do both of them. Okay, so we only got meat. Maybe I was wrong. No, it can't be. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I made a mistake. I'm pretty much sure I saw two earlier. Yeah, could be. Huh? Do you have a pair of glasses? Do you want a pair of glasses? I don't. And it's not like you even have any glasses with you. Somebody must camp here. Leave it alone. Oh, we do have time until like night. The more I the definition of satiety. You know what, let's just examine. Okay. We got milk. Okay, so before we continue, we got rice, minced meats, and tuna. Frying pan, knife, and bottle of Caesar dressing. What can we cook? Love how rice is just on the road. I know, right? Well, then again, the story is like people from the town just disappeared all of a sudden. So there's that. I do want to try just putting milk in something else, but let's just try minced meat. Can we add more? We can. But should we? What could go wrong? You're in the middle of story. Cooking in the middle of story will not unlock new story. Ah, okay. You know what? Let's just continue for now. Maybe someone was grocery shopping and left them on the road. Yeah, could be. I think I had a pair in my bag. Come on. Oh, inventory is full. Never mind. Fake lenses though. Why would you have fake lens in your bag? It's kind of like a fashion statement. Don't you think I look smarter with glasses? That's kind of thing that dumb people say. New topic. Okay, so we cook to proceed. So as for now, let's just cook. Trying mincemeat, rice, as well as milk. Let's see what I can cook up. Hamburger? Interesting. Oh, but it doesn't restore our sanity. I guess I could make something else with these if I had a bean pot, but oh well, not too bad, too. I wonder how my hometown is doing right now. Where's that? Way west from here. Oh, I didn't know that. There's still so much I don't know about you. I mean, you barely know anything about me. Now I'm going to learn a little more about. I missed that. Where did rice go? I mean, like in a hamburger, I guess like you can use it as like the powder, as in like the coating, the flour coating. I don't see why you want to do that. Huh? I thought you were serious about me. Like, okay. We're not dating, let alone for marriage. But isn't it weird spending all this time with someone you're not dating? You have a point. Did you have a boyfriend? Nope, never had one. I guess you do look like you don't care for dating. What about you? That's the secret. Oh, grown ups and their secret. Aw man, I threw away. I used the milk. If we use double salmon, oh, it's salmon and tuna. What do you think we get? Sashimi? I could throw away some of them. Fish, rice. There we go. Let's see what I can cook up. Hey, sashimi, let's go. Although, where's the rice? You know what, Shadow, you're right. Where's the rice? I guess I could, if I had a brim pot. Okay, I guess like, maybe we should try to find for a brim pot. Even now, Sumibi doesn't know much about the girls in front of her, about Nikomi. She was more than an acquaintance, but not quite a friend. It was probably because they hadn't chose to be with one another. Ah, nice, we got fuel. Oh, we do have a fuel meter. They just found themselves together. They had no other option but to stick with each other. Yeah, it's not even nighttime yet, so we can keep on going. I don't think we can actually search for anything. Would it be better if I wasn't here? Whoa, stop joking. You know I'd disappear. Yeah, I mean, would you rather disappear? That's scary. That's true. Is it? Is it? Huh? Don't you feel I'm a nuisance? What? Okay, there's a camp in the middle of the road. We could examine inside. At the same time, we could leave it alone. We'll get more time. What if we were to stop? Okay, we can't stop. How about leave it alone? I don't. I'm glad you happened to be there with me. Oh. Cook to proceed. Okay, we're gonna stop real quick. Cocoa powder. Oh, mincemeat and that's hamburger. Cocoa powder. We can use this. Oh wait. There we go. Let's see what I can cook up. Huh? Mystery dish.
Oh my god.
Hey, but on the good side, I guess like it does give a bunch of stats. What is this supposed to be? Oh well, eat first and ask question later. But why? Milk and cocoa powder. Wouldn't that make like chocolate milk? Do you have any siblings? Wait. Yep. Wait, don't say it. I'll guess you had an older brother. That's right. Is it that obvious? Oh, now... So this is the town. I don't know. I could just tell. My turn. You... You're an oldie child. Bingo. Sunset. I guess we can examine that later. It's really obvious. Should I be offended? Nah. I just mean you're a free spirit. Free spirit? That sounds nice. Oh, it's nighttime. Find a place to stay before the night comes. Stay the night. Let's sleep here for tonight. Well, and another day, well, another day went by without accident incident. Reach main episode 1, reach the forest road, reach the empty town. You got a pot. Oh nice, we got a pot. We unlocked the big warehouse topic and also got a story just for two tape. Okay. Oh wait, this is day 1. Okay, day 1. Today's memory, pale clouds cover the sky like a blanket. They were so uniform that if you look at the sky, you felt like you'd get sucked into it. The girl sitting in front of me walking the bike handlebar. Okay, so this is just a recap. Okay. Mode selection. The standard playing experience. Casual, you lose satiety, energy, and sanity, and slower pace. You don't lose satiety, energy, and sanity. Additionally, days don't end after night comes. Well, as for now, let's just go with normal playing. So curious topics, text history. Okay. There are more? Well, I guess so. Like it doesn't stop at like day 1. They got like 4 days, I guess. There's a car blocking the road. Try going around it. Energy or satiety? I mean, like that was just the beginning. So there's that. Can't really search for. Oh yeah, we can cook. We still have much fuel, so that should be fine. Minced meat with minced meat. Get hamburger. Yeah. Let's see what I can cook up. Hamburger. I wonder what happened to people who disappear. Okay, give me a sec. For ingredients. Ooh, we can choose. Let's take flour. This. Invent. We can't throw away anything for now. Okay, let's go with this. Don't they just stay? Don't they just stay? Don't they just stay? I'm gonna stream too, so I'll be looking. Alright. Happy streaming, Lily. Maybe or maybe. Maybe or maybe. Just maybe. They just become invisible. That would be way better. But if nobody could see me and I were all alone, I think I'll end up dying anyways. Huh. Oh, you pronounce it like floor. Floor? Floor? Huh? Waifu game? Yes. Hello there, Haibu. Welcome to the stream. But we're doing okay here, even though it's just the two of us. I think we would, though. So maybe wonder what would happen if she were truly, utterly alone. She wondered this time. She'd been wondering this time and again in the past few months. Okay, let's just cook something. Mystery dish, okay now. Okay, let's cook something. Let me see. We got tempura with meat. I love fried food. Tastes like calories. True, fried food does taste like calorie. I for one. Oh, do we need to cook something? To unlock, visit the empty town. Okay, we need to go exploring. Let me just boom boom. Okay, we got flour. Mystery dish. You'll use the fuel and go to another. Okay, so pretty much the fuel. Can use the fuel to go to an empty town, which is perfect. So Hypo, so pretty much this is somewhat like a apocalyptic kind of world situation. Okay, examine. Boom, boom. Tempura, Caesar salad. Caesar salad. Sashimi. Ah, we can get something else. Okay, let's see. We got tacos. Why are tacos so good? They're so addicting for some reason. Okay, so pretty much the story is like, the game starts off with these two girls. Sumibi as well as the other one, I have no idea who. But pretty much like they're just roaming the world, roaming the place, because like all of a sudden like people just started to disappear. So we're just like, you know, just going and wondering about things. The bike was running through a small town street. Rows and rows of houses went by, but there wasn't a single person in sight. Any idea for dinner? The girls driving the bike, Nikomi, slowed down just a little bit to speak. Behind her, Sumibi looks up. We got 2 rice. And despite no one being around, all the raw materials are still fresh. Well, I don't know if it's fresh or not, but I like some pizza. I can't make pizza. Well, you asked me for ideas. Aw, come on. Now I feel like I like pizza too. Maybe pizza isn't that unrealistic. We just need to try harder enough. No way. We have to start by building a brick oven. Just for some pizza? It doesn't have to be that authentic, you know? It does! There goes our pizza dinner then. I can't make pizza. What are you talking about doesn't matter. You're talking with a real person in a real world. Having someone you can talk to means so much. Oh, auto driver is going that way. Of course, had they been alone, this journey would already been over. As they ride, Nakomi always has Mibi in her field of vision and vice versa. They must not stop looking at each other, not even for a second. Okay, let's see. Cook sashimi. I don't have... Mystery dish. Mystery dish. Mystery dish. What do I get from this? Let's see what I can cook. Fried rice! Let's go. I'm so bad at making fried rice. It's always clumped together. Okay, we need to find for food. The bike... the girl's bike had a sidecar. However, they were just using it to keep their things. Maybe it just sat behind Nikomi. Exactly what needed. Nikomi was the one driving, but the bike wasn't. It used to belong to the owner of the cafe where she worked. She didn't have a license. She learned how to ride the bike along the way. You learn how to ride the bike so fast. Why are you mentioning that now? No reason. Just a thought. You sure? You should try driving it too. It's pretty fun. But before trying it, Nikomi had no idea that riding a bike felt so good. Her dad used to take her on bike rides, but he was the one riding the bike. That's a no for me. Too scary. Can't be that. It can't be that hard if I'm able to do it. Oh, great. Oh, my society. You want? Let's just try to see what happens if our sanity, if any one of our stat actually goes down to 0. Okay. I'm too tired to even move. You pass out in the middle of the road. Reach the dark alley. I see. So that means if we were to pass out, we just automatically fail the day. Okay. Let's just cook something real quick. Cabbage, Caesar salad, tempura, fried rice, mystery dish. Alright, let's just cook Caesar salad. Wait. Yeah, let's just cook this. Let's go. So maybe we just need to look up for Nikomi to enter her vision of sight. Nikomi focused on driving, mostly saw the road and bike handle. Cats. Hide them. Every once in a while, she would peek at the mirror to look at Sumibi, as if to make sure she was still there. Indeed, if she stopped doing this, Sumibi would actually disappear. Oh, the thing one can get used to. Oh, we got beans. But Nikomi still feels nervous every time she looks back. Maybe this time she'll find she is the only one on the bike. What would she even do if she lost Sumibi? If left by herself, she would be destined to disappear as well. She was scared. It still was a scary thought, but nowhere as scary as it used to be. At first, she would be too scared to take a single step, also maybe holding her hand. Okay, wait. Sweet beans. Okay, wait. Oh, we can actually look at the ingredients. Knife hinting anything. Flour, eggs, meat, or vegetable. Let's just go for fried rice right now. Yeah, I want to go. At first, she would be too scared to take a single step, so maybe holding her hand. The quiet night with no electricity and no running water were terrifying. And now it has been almost half a year. Enough time for all the people to disappear. Phone didn't even work anymore. She tried guessing how many people were still left in the world. How many people were left alone and disappeared? When this all had just started and phone still worked, she had read somewhere that was still burned into her memory. Let's just look. If nobody is looking for you, you disappear. Okay, so apparently the story, or like the logic over here, is that if no one is looking at you, you would disappear. Some weird phenomenon or something like that. You got brown sugar steamroll recipe. Nice. Oh wait, we need to cook. My bad. Let's see. Let's look at the recipe. What do we got? Mini oven, flour, brown sugar. Okay, we don't have that. Flour, egg. Wait, what was the other one? To unlock, cook bushimige. Let's just try to fry rice. Flour, egg. Flour and egg is the important one. Flour, sweet peas. Flour, egg, and cabbage. There we go. Let's see what I can cook up. Bushimige ready to go. I never had bushimige before. Living by myself. I guess I wouldn't go to maid cafe every week if I want a free spirit. Ah, okay. Okay, let's see. We will take brown sugar, cocoa powder, as well as tomato. Time to make bushimige IRL. Never had bushimige in real life either, I think. But I don't think I will cook it. Oh shoot, I missed it. Wait. Oh, there we go. Text history. Also, hey there, Monty. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I guess I won't go to the maid cafe every week if I want to be a free spirit. I told you, it's not a maid cafe. It's a cafe. And the waitress have maid uniform. Sounds like a maid cafe to me. There we go. But we don't do any of that cutesy roleplay stuff. One of the maid did for me once, though. What? Really? Really? Haha. I really need it to be a regular non-maid cafe. Student can work in cafes, but not in maid cafes. School rules. Who cares? There's no school anymore, ever. I know, but... Okay, let's see. Let's try to see what we have. Tomato... Caesar salad. Brown sugar. I don't have the recipe. Need to find fish. Fish and anything for sashimi. How about tacos? Flour, meat, and fish. I guess for now what I can do is just cook anything. Touch of salt. Yeah. You know what? If you have any suggestion of which combination I should go for, just let me know. Alright, let's just cook this. Caesar salad? Okay, let's just go and find for a place. Oh wait, We can unlock the new story. Okay, give me a sec. Look for ingredients. Let me see. Sweet beans, rice, milk, and okay. Oh shoot. Sweet beans, beans and beans. We can cook something. Let's see what we get. Zenzai. Ooh, looks like Bobo Kachang. I guess this doesn't count as Shiroko because it doesn't have mochi in it, right? The only thing on the road was their bike. No matter how long they rode, there was no one around. There were a few birds flying and the wind shook the tree. Those were the only moving things. I'd rather sleep in a real bed tonight. So maybe he just said that all of a sudden. Pet Cato. Maybe there's a hotel around here. Even a normal house would do. Seriously, wouldn't that feel super weird? Not really. Not really? What if some old guy used to sleep in a bed, like as old as your dad? I don't really mind as long as the bed doesn't stink or anything. What if it does stink? Well, we can just smell it and go look for another bed. But I don't want to smell a stinky bed in the first place. Sorry, I won't be petting the cat for this time. Let's go find a hotel. One where they do proper bed making and stuff. Can't you do the bed making yourself? You're a maid. I never done anything like that. I'm just a normal girl in a maid outfit. Yeah, I guess you are. You can't even cook. But I got a bit better at that lately. Yeah. A small smile started taking shape on Sumibi's face. You really need to get better at making puddings though. Your pudding standards are just too high. My pudding standards are most reasonable indeed. Why don't you make it though? You're good at cooking. Nah, too much of a hassle. What up, princess? Okay, oh shoot. Let's see. Cook something in for satiety. Sashimi. Although it's nearly night. Come on. There we go. Back then when everybody disappeared, what would you have done if it weren't me? Should I go back or go forward? Huh? Like instead of me being there with you, it was the cafe owner. I think I would have trusted her 100%. And if she told me to just go back home, I would have done that. So you would have disappeared. Scary, huh? And what about you? What about me? What if back then it was just you and Yunomi? What have you done? I don't have any space. So maybe try imagining herself in that situation. She could still clearly recall Yunomi's face and voice. I know we lock ourselves in the cafe and then die together. What? Why would you? Okay, I still have time. Oh, probably. Okay, nope. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's see what this makes. Yeah, I'll just cook it. Brown sugar milk. Shoot, not enough. We did need to find something else. Because I wouldn't mind dying if I had Yunomi by my side. That's extreme. And it's nighttime. So, I don't want to cook yet. I just need to find some place to... Come on, come on, come on. Where is... There's a house. There we go. Yeah, evening sashimi. Another day went without any incidents. So reach country road and reach the industrial zone. You got a brim pot. So unlock the topic big warehouse. Okay, so we unlock the brim pot so we can cook more stuff aside from sashimi. So to recap of things that happened, like pretty much what we found out is that this is a world where pretty much everyone kind of disappeared all of a sudden. Like, it's been like what, half a year? I already forget the names. It's Sumibi and also the other girl, which is Nikomi. Yeah, the name is right in front of me. Like, so yeah, so originally like Sumibi is the girl with white hair, while Nikomi is the girl in the maid outfit. So Sumimi is a waitress that works at the cafe that happens to wear a maid outfit. She's still a schoolgirl, while Sumimi is like someone that regularly go to cafes for some reason. So all of a sudden, like suddenly like the whole world just started to disappear, and like they're just left by themselves. So currently now they're just like traveling, just talking while going around. Just surviving. Apocalyptic, I guess. Brown sugar porridge like Camperado. However, it is spelled Camperado. What's Camperado? Camperado? Sounds like Champerado. Ah, the chocolate one. Okay, I remember that. I think I made that before. Tastes nice. Tastes nice. Really nice. Like on the hot pot, just mix chocolate and cinnamon. I forgot what else I made. But yeah. It's not really that they were forgotten. So far, like based on the dialogues between Nikomi and Sumibi, I think it was Nikomi during like the first early parts when people started to disappear, there was like messages on her phone or like on the internet that says like, if someone doesn't look at you anymore, you would disappear. So pretty much like, I guess like in this case, you need to be with someone. Like being antisocial is pretty much like a death sentence over here. Yeah. It's not much of disappear because like people who has disappeared, they're still remembered. Like Sumibi still remember her friend Yunomi, while Nikomi remembers her boss. And pretty much like the motto that they are riding is her boss. Let me see. Let me try to vote of beginning. I guess I can try to get all of the side conversation first. Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah, yeah. I mean, knowing you, like, I wouldn't, just randomly, you'll be randomly at like the convenience store. If you don't meet someone like during those times, you'll probably be stuck in your room, shadow. That's quite symbolic. Dark, but kinda like the thing that happened in Japan. Hikikomori or something like that. Hikikomori. Yes. Social withdrawal. Not quite sure. But it's like even like mostly like it's the normal people that disappeared because not sure why. To unlock cook fried rice. I do have rice. Let's just try to look for something. Okay, minced meat. Okay, we can't move because we have too much stuff. So, curry powder and rice will make curry. Brown sugar. Come on. Let's see what we make. Rice balls! Not what I wanted, but okay. The current episode, we're talking about field vision. She didn't know whether that was true. Okay, this is a continue from the previous episode, or like a conversation. But people were disappearing, there was no doubt about it. The world started breaking around noon. Nikomi was working at the cafe, the owner was there, and as were a few customers. The internet became a cacophony of concerned voices. Soon after, people outside the cafe started shouting. You could feel that something serious was happening. Some customers left to go home, others to go check outside, so did Nikomi's colleague. Not a single one of them came back. Damn. The owner went to the back room to check the news on the computer and she closed the door behind him. More out of habit than work ethic, Nikomi decided to stay until the end of her shift. The owner wasn't coming back, so she went to check on her. She wasn't there. Nikomi hadn't seen her come out through this door, the only door. Out of all the people who were left in the cafe to begin with, only two were left, Nikomi and Sumibi. Yeah, we can leave it for now. Sumibi had been there since morning because her favorite maid was on shift. She knew all of her shifts and always showed up for them no matter how busy she was. As for that maid, she has gone out to check on her family. I'll come back as soon as I know they're okay. That was the last thing she said. Nikomi waited and waited and waited. Eventually, it was only her and Sumibi. At that point, Sumibi didn't even know Nikomi's name. It didn't take that long for the two of them to realize that the noise outside had subsided entirely. People had started disappearing from the city. If no one is looking at you, you disappear. While phones still work, Nikomi had managed to read that online. New topic, fish carrots. Okay, let's see. What do I have? Curry powder, sweet beans. Something new. Curry powder and sweet beans. So brown sugar. Let's go with this. Curry! We made curry. Curry makes everything taste good. You could put anything in it and I still like it. Ooh, Madeline. Yes. Okay, wait. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Search for ingredients? Boom, boom. Okay, we got egg and rice. Can we get fried rice? We can get fried rice. Okay, there we go. The girl bike had a sidecar. However, they were using it to keep their things. Maybe just sat behind Nikomi. Nikomi was the one driving, but the bike wasn't hers. It used to belong to the owner of the cafe where she worked. I thought. Eh. She didn't even have a license. She learned how to ride the bike along the way. I think we already read through this. Yeah, we pretty much went through this. Why are you mentioning that now? No reason, just a thought. You should try driving too. It's pretty fun. Okay, this is stuck. That's no for me, too scary. Can't be that hard if I'm able to do it. Move off the way. That's weird. That's what's weird about you. You're clumsy, but you make this stuff look easy. Oh, great. It's confusing for me too. You're always getting scolded in the cafe because you didn't want to. I messed up a lot there, but I never made a mistake at the register. Maybe you're just good at handling machines. I could be. I always played with stuff in Dad's garage when I was little. That sounds fun. I'm kinda envious now. Okay, let's see. Another fried rice for, I guess, me. By the way, Nikomi. Yeah? Why were you working in that cafe? Huh? Do you even need to ask? Because it was so cute. The uniform, you mean? Of course. I agree, but is that it? Was the pay good or something? It was okay. I liked the uniform and it was close to home, that's it. I just need a part-time job. Didn't care too much about the specifics. Oh, having to wear that outfit looks a bit embarrassing though. So maybe it would feel a bit awkward wearing a cutesy dress in front of strangers. That's what you always thought of my uniform? I do think it's cute. And it looks good on you, but personally, why though? Try it out. You look great in it. I most definitely would not. Yeah, but still. Anyway, why were you working at all? You've been working there for a year or so. No reason. I didn't even really use the money. So it was just a way to kill time? Yeah, you could say that. Man, she must be loaded. And assuming B school after class, all students would rather go to grammar school or stay late. She didn't know what too much free time felt like, but she can imagine. Also, I remember you... I'm surprised you remember how long I've been working there. Let me see. Let's go down here. Heh, this is the bare minimum. I thought you only had eyes for Yunomi. Well, you're not wrong. So maybe you felt like she hadn't heard that name in a while. In a long while. Okay, let me see. Taco. We can't make taco. So... mystery dish, sashimi. We don't need sashimi right now. Brown sugar milk. Rice ball, hot cocoa, Madeline, brown sugar steam roll, taco. We need flour, meat, and meat. Tempura. Okay, let's just go for taco. Okay, I think. As for now, I guess like we can restore. Yeah, I guess we can restore some health with this. There we go. We got flour. Can we make tuna? Tuna. Nope. Okay, that's a mistake. A bad habit of like pressing the same thing twice. Okay, we already got eggs. Great. Where am I gonna get flour now? And it's nearly nighttime. I haven't unlocked the main story. But it's okay, I guess. It's nearly nighttime. Look for tools. Huh? Oh, okay. Dun 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 dun. That's one. Dun 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 dun. That's three. Dun 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 dun. That's four. Dun 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 dun. That's two. There we go. Okay. 10 coffee. I'll take 10. Coffee sounds nice. And I'll leave. Let's see. F. What's a coffee? Use it. Oh, okay. So that means, like, with the 10, we could probably just... can't really do much. Doomish Valley. As for now, let's just chocolate cake. Go around it. So if we were to like, if any of our stats were to reach 0, it's probably like game over for that day. Then we have to repeat it. If pretty much the same goes. I'm not quite sure about if we were to, if we fail to find a place to stay at night. Probably the same thing. Probably like if that were to happen, we would disappear. So game over. Close it. Favorite maid. We're still in the first main story, first main episode. So that means like probably we have a lot to go. You know what? We can probably cook something. What's this? Sport drinks. Roll omelette. I like my omelets on the sweeter side. This is pretty good. Fluffy too. Right, for the first time since starting the journey, they realized that towns do in fact end. Before becoming towns or city, they were all forests, plains, and maybe even swamps. People gathered there for one reason or another, and those places turned into towns. Maybe they were flat and spacious, you know, maybe the coast had a natural harbor. But once that region stopped existing, the town slowly stopped existing as well. The people would leave, only leaving behind roads to their next town over. While leaving a town, the girls never knew whether they reached the next one. They never knew where this journey would take them. They never even knew where they wanted to go or when their journey would end. some things inside them was keeping them moving, but they didn't know what. Maybe at that point, it's just inertia. But could inertia keep someone traveling for half a year? Probably not. Despite all this, they never doubted that they keep traveling. Tomorrow will be the same as today, doubting that simple statement is almost impossible. While keeping their eyes up to look at each other, the two girls kept going. I got rice. Okay, I think I can make taco. Rice ball, nope. Oh shoot. This one is 30 energy, I don't need that. How about tents? No. Fried rice and sashimi. Right, let's just use this. We got egg, so we can still use fried rice. I summoned fried rice. Right, by the way, tell me more about that pudding. Huh? What's this all of a sudden? I just want to know more about it. Okay, let's see. Bam, bam. Okay, we got meat. We got meat. What do we want to get rid of? We need tacos. So, for tacos... Where's taco? Cabbage... Taco we need flour. So, anything that is not flour we can probably get rid of. So this we can throw away for now. And we can close this. I gave you the full explanation about 5 times already. I forgot it. Sumibi started explaining what she knew about the pudding for the 6th time since they started traveling together. I think there's a cafe menu read baked pudding or something like that. I see. It came on several dish with just pudding on it. It looked homemade, handmade. Homemade, handmade? Oh, handmade. Uh-huh. The caramel sauce was on the bitter side, the pudding was firm, and the flavor was pretty eggy. And it was good. Anything else? That's it. You know what that sounds like? Right. Look like a normal pudding. Because it was a normal pudding. Didn't have anything special, like a secret ingredient or something? It didn't. Oh well, if it did, I wouldn't have known about it. Come on, I need some more info here. But that's literally all there is to it. I already told you. And I'll keep asking until we find a big groove. You can really look up at the empty sky. Isn't that the whole point? We're traveling so you can eat that pudding again. Okay, I guess like our main point, our main mission here is to find the recipe for pudding. What kind of pudding? I have no idea. Maybe bread pudding or caramel pudding. Who knows? It comes on a silver plate. So there's that. A sec. 11 o'clock. We're gonna stop at 11:30 because work. But before that, let me just go get a cup of water. BRB. Bum, 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 bum. Right, and we're back. Oh wait, we can actually accelerate. Nice. Right, where were we? Uh, examine inside. Cook powder. Leaf. Let me see. Flour. Tempura. Taco. Yeah. Right. In the Saikon, there was a portable gas stove, cooking utensils, sleeping bag, and more. Putting them there was easier than tying them to the back of the bike, so the girl ended up using the side car like a car trunk. Say, Sumibi. Nikomi spoke up all of a sudden. When you're alone with someone, conversation can spark up just like that. What's your favorite dish? Pudding. Of course, it's pudding. I know, but that's a dessert. I mean, like a proper dish. I don't think I have one. Were you on a pudding only diet or something? It's just that I don't have any strong preference except for dessert. Come Come to think of it, you were always getting sweet stuff back at the cafe. You were missing out. Our beef stew was delicious. I did have that once. The enemy kept recommending to me and I eventually caved. Well, how was it? I can't remember. You were giving Yunomi all of your attention, weren't you? Got flaw, okay. Let me see. Can use this to Gloomy Valley. You were giving Yunomi all of your attention, weren't you? Of course I was. Nikomi let out a sigh. Maybe she thought Tsumibi was a lost cause. Maybe she was jealous. Okay, let's see. Rice, flour, rice ball, nope. Empty village, Piscarets. Examine the laboratory. There's a laboratory here? Favorite maid. We could probably try to cook something. Rice balls, examine, look for ingredients. Bam, bam. Flour and curry powder. Not what we needed, not what I want. Oop. Oh yeah, it's full. Mystery dish, curry. Curry, ready to go. We got tomato. Now we need some sort of meat. Look for ingredients. Bam, bam. Not what we want. Brown sugar. Caesar salad. Nope. Brown sugar. Guess we can throw that away. Maybe we could use the fuel and go to the empty town. So we can unlock by cooking a meal. You know what, before we run out of time, tempura. There we go. The town was still, the traffic lights, the street lights, the neon lights were all off. Part of it was expected since the sun was still up, but the dark traffic light fell off. The town wasn't getting electricity anymore. Nothing. Dang it. Nikomi said the black cable hung over her head. She thought of how they ran all the way to a power plant somewhere. However, you could only rely on them so much. Electricity always ruled their life, but cutting a single cable would be enough to deprive them of it. Pat the cat. There we go. Not that she had ever tried, but they didn't look particularly hard to cut either. Of course, normally they would be fixed immediately. It had all been running like clockwork. Thinking of the skill and precision of the Clockwork Society made Nikomi dizzy. It's also picturesque. Nikomi sounded as if she was talking to herself. Huh? You know, the way everything's crumbled after rising so high. We took our world for granted, but as they say, what goes around comes around. I don't think that means what you think it means. Same for picturesque too. Really, really. Leave. Nikami, do you go to you did go to school, right? I did. And your school let students have part-time jobs. Yes, as long as we had our parent permissions. Even whether your parents were okay with that uniform? Why? Isn't it cute? That's not what I meant, but yes, it is. No, Sumibi nodded, and that was the end of the conversation. They were both comfortable with the silence. They just kept riding quietly. To unlock, visit the coastal road. Let's see how far I can go. Before like it hits nightfall, I'll just use the tent. Pet. Ooh, just stop. And we're just gonna use the tent. East Coastal Road. You got a story of just for two tape. Nice. Honestly, this game is more of like a comfy game. Just relaxing. Not too much action needs to be done. This is probably like the last night or like the last day we're gonna do. Then we're gonna end the stream. Oh, sidetrack a bit. I do kind of want to finish Portal 2, but you know, play a tape from your bag. A tape. Oh, we got tapes. Oh, nice. Unfamiliar songs are playing from the tape recorder. They listened to it in silence for a while. Sumibi? Hmm? Do you remember when we realized it was just the two of us the day we first rode the bike? Yeah. Why are you mentioning this out of the blue? No reason. But it brings you back, doesn't it? I think I'm already starting to forget that. Aw, that's sad. Nah, I was kidding. I remember being in the cafe. Give me a sec. There we go. I remember being in the cafe. I remember all the customers displaying and the owner too. Yeah, me too. And suddenly the whole town was deserted. We roamed around for a while after that. But we really couldn't find anyone. What? Why did we take the bike anyway? You are forgetting it. The bike was your idea. You said we should try looking because maybe there still was someone around. I did. You did. And I knew the owner kept a bike key in the cafe, so we just rode and off we went. I've said this before, but for having such a wishy-washy motivation, we really kept at this for a while. It really can. I wonder if there really is no one else left. Who knows? Well, whatever. I'm still having fun. Hmm. One day, this journey will be a good memory. I hope we'll stick together until then. A story just for two, featuring Muto M. Well, let's just make some taco. The Cafe ACC a place so distant now, so maybe used to be a regular there. She'd be going there for at least 3 years. Nikomi happened to be working as a waitress there. All of the waitress had Cafe CC wore maid uniform. However, it wasn't a maid cafe per se. Or so they said. Tsumibi and Nikomi knew each other by sight only. An abandoned stand, rubbish. They first spoke to each other on that fabled day when the people disappear. Since then, they've been traveling together like this just because destiny can be weird, huh? We sure did. I never thought we'd be like this for long. Me neither. I thought we'd find someone as soon as we left the city. But so much for that, Nikomi is added. Laughing. So maybe it meant that she thought they wouldn't last as friends for long. But she decided she didn't need to correct Nikomi. That's true. The two kept traveling on the long empty road. There's no one in sight. Okay, so now we need to cook sashimi. Cocoa powder and fish equal to sashimi. I'm not quite sure. That's tempura. Beans. Oh well. I wish I could tell fish apart by taste, like a fancy adult. Nikomi part-time workplace, Cafe CCC. The waiters wore maid uniform but didn't consider it as a maid outfit. You got city. Number 4, our problem. None of that writing cute message would catch up on the customer omelette stuff. The waitress also didn't really speak with customer any more than the strictly necessary. The uniform were that way because the owner liked them. Nothing more, nothing less. That being said, being waited on by girl in maid costume appealed to some customers. Yeah, I wonder who. Sumibi was one such customer. Nothing. She was into one of the waitress. In particular, Yunomi. She'd been working there since before Nikomi. You could tell she wasn't in school anymore, but Nikomi didn't know her age. Maybe she was a housewife working part-time for some extra pocket money, however she didn't wear a ring. Nikomi realized she never knew much about her, except that she was beautiful and somewhat mysterious. So maybe it was a fan of hers. She'd come to the cafe every time Yunomi was on shift. And yet, she didn't know much about Yunomi either. She was enough of a regular that Yunomi would chat with her outside the cafe. Wait, would chat with her when the cafe was mostly empty. Even though she didn't know her age, it was if she was married or why she worked. She never met her outside the cafe. Now that she was with Nikomi, she never brought up the topic of Yunomi on her own. She'd gone to check on her family, and that was the last that they've seen of her. She could have disappeared, or she could still be somewhere, could be safe somewhere. Let's see what we can make. I don't need to cook anything special, so Caesar salad. Let's cook this. Yeah. She could. Okay, wait. Nakomi had to wonder, what did life without Yunomi feel like for Sumibi? Okay, so we can cook a meal. So maybe wanted to have that pudding one more time. Nikomi had asked her what she wanted to do now that the world had changed. That was all that Sumibi could come up with. Making pudding. She hadn't seen him come through this door, the only door. Huh? Okay. At the time, they were in the middle of an empty, silent city. Nothing moved except for time. So maybe wish was what set them into motion. They took the bike and started the journey. I wish I tried it out too when I could. Nothing. Then you get to eat stuff from the kitchen during breaks. We did, but I just never thought of having the pudding. You think you'd bake a bunch of them at once and the staff would eat the leftover? Maybe, I never saw it happen though. Usually my shift ended way before closing. And they wouldn't let you into the kitchen, I assume. Of course, they let me in. Ah, great. I was in the kitchen a couple of times. And you broke most of the plate every single time, right? Shoot. Yeah, just could. Hey, you're making me sound even worse than I actually was. Despite the teasing, so maybe you couldn't actually remember what Nikomi looked like while working. She should have seen her a few times being regular, but she only had faint memories of her. She forgotten most of everything about the cafe except for the maid she liked so much. Bam, bam. Alright, there you go. Even that pudding, how much did she actually remember correctly? How much has she already forgotten? Could be that her memories were too vague to ever properly compare it to any other pudding, but despite that, the two kept traveling so that she could have another taste of it. After all, they didn't have anything better to do. Unlock examine laboratory. Can't go anywhere. Oh well, seems like we're gonna reach the industrial area soon. And we reached to nighttime. Let's just find somewhere to sleep. Can't go back to the same house. Use it. Empty town. Ooh. Okay, we got energies. Come on. Kind of wish. Okay, wait. There's a house. Sleep. Just in time. Nice. Okay, that's pretty much it for today, I guess. We got 2 more backspace. Hell yeah. What you want to do? Flying rockets. When traveling, you can read the previous dialogues. Okay. So we got 2 topics that we can... Yeah, 2 topics, which is Big Warehouse as well as Coastal Road. Pretty much that's it. And then that is just like traveling, surviving, and whatnot. Nice game, nice game. Back to title. Yeah. So there you have it. Girls Made Pudding. Quite chill game. Pretty much a game about 2 girls wanting to make pudding in a apocalyptic world. Ah. Alright. Quit the game? Yes. Okay, with that said and done, let's see if it's 11:30, so I guess like the best thing that I should do is just go read someone. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, let's see. There's quite some people that is currently streaming. So what we can do?
It seems no matter how far we go, we
Okay,
always
we're gonna...
and it seems regardless of a point in time, it's exactly what we need.
Okay, Tia is currently playing Sonic Frontiers, so we can go raid. For the raid message, let's go with Pudding Raid. There we go. Okay, that's pretty much it for today. I'll probably continue the game next Thursday. What I made in my list? As for tomorrow, I'm not quite sure what I set. Stream related. We won't have a stream for tomorrow, but we will have a stream on Saturday, so we'll see if I'm in the mood. Maybe I'll play Portal 2 tomorrow. But yeah, with that said and done, thank you very much everyone for dropping by. Hope to see you guys again next time. So good night. All the best with, yeah, have a wonderful rest of the week, and see you guys next time. This is Narsin signing off. Bye bye.